Hey up troops, Littleton here again with another video, and we're looking at an attack. We haven't done this for a little while. Now I have shown this before, but not in this sort of variation, and it was ages ago when I showed it, so I'm going to do it again. This is a replay from a match in my stream on Friday night. We were playing Kafe. You can see it's me playing Ying, and then we've got Sense, Gridlock, Amaru, and Nomad. And the plan, let me just wait for everyone to get in sort of position here. I'll stick it on free cam. And we'll talk about what the plan is, what everyone's role is, the operators we need, what each person has to do, and then hopefully what's going to happen, and we'll watch it play out. And you can do this with 3 players as well. You could maybe even do it with 2. If you've got 5, obviously that's the dream. So we'll run along the bottom, and we'll use each operator. We're obviously the orange team, the attacking team. We'll run through what each person's role is, and then we'll run through how it plays out. So, Ying, your job, I was playing the Ying, is to come to Cocktail window, which is this window here. So let me just go inside, and you'll know the window from the inside. This is Cocktail, up until we get to here, which is Heaven Balk. But this is Cocktail, all the way along here. If you ever wonder what the call-outs for these different benches are, this is C1 for Cocktail 1, C2 for Cocktail 3, and so, let's try again. C1, Cocktail 1, C2, Cocktail 2, C3, Cocktail 3. So if someone was hiding behind where Valk is now, your call out would be behind C1. If they were here, it would be behind C2, and here C3. And then you've also got these ones here, and these are named B1 and B2 for by the bomb. So this is B1, so you can, the default plan spot would be here behind B1, and this is B2. Sometimes defenders hide behind here because there's an angle, if I can maybe show you. There's an angle you can get behind here where you can actually see behind the bomb. I can't really get it properly, but if you hide, nearly. If you go behind if you go behind B2 here and then like lean to the right, you can actually see through this gap there. I can't really show you at the minute because it's really like sort of janky. There you go. You can kind of see it there. Anyway, so yeah, we've gone off topic already and we've only just started. But yeah, B1 and B2, C1, C2, C3. Okay, so Ying is going to rappel up to Cocktail window. Ying is going to smoke off this double door and then he's just going to fire a load of candelas into Cocktail around this area here, along this line, and also a couple of candelas, or maybe at least one candela, out into this hallway here. That's Ying's job. Ying then rappels in, comes and plants in this corner right here. That's Ying's job. Whilst all that's going on, everybody else does their job as well. So we'll start with Nomad after Ying, even though Nomad's at the other end of the list down in the bottom right, because Nomad's job is fairly easy. Nomad needs to place 2 air jabs. 1 air jab there on the pillar door, and 1 air jab there that's just been placed. You can see the debris. 1 air jab there on the white stairs window, and that's to prevent the run out. So anyone that jumps out of this window, bear in mind the air jab doesn't go off until the opponent hits the ground. So if you jump out of this window, this air jab won't go off until you hit the floor. So technically speaking, as they're falling, they have got a chance to get the kill off. So just bear in mind, the air jab doesn't go off when you jump out the window. It only activates when you hit the ground. So like this one here won't go off till you put it down. This is why you need to make sure when you're placing air jabs on things like this, you put it at the bottom of the window, exactly where this air jab is. If you put it at the top of the window, by the time the player hits the ground, they'll be out of range of the air jab and it won't go off. So there's no use putting an air jab like here, because it won't go off by the time you hit the floor. Little point of note there. So once Nomad's put the air jab there and put the air jab there, Nomad comes upstairs just to rappel on the Cocktail window, because once Ying's gone in, Nomad's then going to play on this window. Then we've got Amaru. Now, normally, Amaru's job is to go, once it's all kicking off, once the Yings are going off, once the plant's going down, Ying rappels through Heaven Balcony and then just pushes down Cocktail here, or can rappel into Heaven Balk and can just chill here and then peek around to deny the plant. Remember, the plant's going down in this corner here. Now, whilst we were doing this is Nash and Amaru, I didn't realize Nash actually came through the white stairs window rather than the Heaven window, which, well, like I say, normally you come through Heaven window. We came through a white stairs window, which worked, and I might adopt the strat maybe, but I do normally like Heaven window. You can see he is sort of looking up towards Heaven window, so I did think he was going to go through there, but he didn't this time. Sense. Now, this is why it's changed, this strat. Sense now, as you probably know, can throw ROU light sensors without activating them. So you can sort of prep them. You can throw them in advance of what you want to do. So what Sense's job is, let me come up to the skylight, is to throw an ROU sensor through this skylight, cutting off this line that I'm about to make here. From about here to here, cutting that line off there. And what that's going to do is anyone that's playing Cocktail, like Valk is here, when they look down the line of Cocktail here, they're not going to be able to see through because there's going to be a sense curtain along where I'm looking here. Then we've got Gridlock. Now, Gridlock has a sort of important job to do, but we'll just play this out whilst Gridlock comes to the roof. You can see Sense getting ready to chuck that ROU sensor down where I just mentioned. That's already gone, and we'll just have a look at that in a second whilst Gridlock gets to the roof. You can see the ROU sensor. That is literally perfect. So that completely cuts off the cocktail like line of sight from the back end here. That is perfect all the way across there. Gridlock's job is to come to the roof with the super shorty and open the hatches. That gives the impression that it's going to be a normal push. You know, everyone starts this round by opening the hatches on the roof. So that's Gridlock's job, is get upstairs, hatch open, hatch open, hatch open. Gridlock then comes to the skylight, and whilst it's all kicking off, just throws Gridlocks through the skylight into the freezer doors or bar storage doors, and also down onto Cocktail, and then eventually could even drop the skylight as well. But Gridlock's job is basically open the hatches and then make loads of noise, drop frags down or smokes depending what you bring, and then also throw the Gridlock spikes through this door, around this area here, just to cause another annoyance. Finally, we've got... No, that's it. That's everyone. So Ying, Candela, and Smoke through Cocktail window. Nomad... Sense. Let's go in order. Ying, Candela, and Smoke through Cocktail window. Sense on Skylight initially to throw this ROU sensor, and then Sense can either stay on the Skylight or can replace this window. You always want to have control of this window, remember. The plant's going down in this corner. So whilst you're on this window, you'll always be able to deny the plant or the diffuse, from this window. So Sense throws the ROU sensor through the Skylight and then comes to this window. Sense is already here. Well done, Sparksy. Then we've got Gridlock, which we've literally just talked about, on the Skylight. Open the hatches, throw the tracks through the Skylight to make it a noise. Then we've got Amaru. Normally would come through Heaven window. As you can see, Amaru's now currently ready, poised to go through White Stairs window. And then we've got Nomad, who's air jabbed this window and air jabbed this window. And then once Nomad's finished doing that, they just sit up here on Cocktail. You can see if I jump on Nomad's POV here, you can see the angle that they're holding. Such a tight angle through Cocktail. Don't get shot off this before this plant starts going down. So, let's see how it plays out. And there are a few mistakes in this, which is good, because it gives you a good example. So I'm Sausage2988. I was just droning Cocktail. I saw that the Valk was there. So the smoke start going down. Here's your first mistake. I actually missed the first smoke. It's landed there. I actually hit the bottom of the window with my first smoke, which is not great. Well, the first smoke goes down. Before we go, let's just have a quick look at the defenders. There's a Valk in Cocktail just watching cams. There's a Mutant Freezer. There's a Capcan holding Pixel, which he's probably heard the hatches be open, and he's like, oh, okay, yeah, they're pushing this way. By the way, they obviously haven't shot the speakers. And then we've got a Warden below. Now, that is possibly the biggest mistake the defenders made. Because Warden below... he had a C4 as well. Warden below would have been able to deny this plant. But he was obviously on the other side of the map. Let me just have a quick look at Warden. Did Warden try and spawn peek or something? Is that why he's so far over? So Warden was, chilling down in the basement. Oh, well, not basement, the ground floor. I like his skin combination. Crosshair placement's a little bit high. But he was expecting someone to come through bakery there, look. And then just started coming back upstairs after. So, a bit like this is a classic. Like, what's Warden doing? Warden's sort of wasting. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're playing Warden. You've got one of the best gadgets to anchor on site with when the execute goes down. That's what Warden's all about. And instead, he's forgetting that Warden's now a 1-speed. And is just bowling about the map. Anyway, so let's go over to where the action's going down. So, first smoke goes down. Mistake. Hits the floor. Second smoke goes in, and the second smoke does land where I want it to, which is to smoke off this double door. And then obviously anyone in freezer now can't see through that. We've then called the plant that's going down. Sense is going to send the ROU walls up. The Ying Candelas are going in. Couple through into Cocktail. You can see that one's gone right down to Cocktail there. So Valk will currently be blind, although she's on a cams. As you can see, the sense wall's gone up. So even if you were here now and you started looking down to where I'm rappelling in, bear in mind I'm in the map now. I've gone to the corner and the plant's going down. So you can see the situation. Valk's absolutely bricked it and has jumped down and is now in pillar along with Vigil. Well, both Vigil's wanting to get a kill from here, by the way. That's what Vigil's watching. So Valk's dropped down. Everything's kicking off. There's Candelas going off everywhere. The sensor's completely blocking the line of sight. The smoke's blocking the line of sight from here. We've then had Amaru go through white stairs window as well, which, like I say, you would normally go to heaven, but in this situation, we went through white. And the plant's going down. What can the defenders do? Even if you had your defender, had your Valk still here, there's nothing you can do. And bear in mind as well, you don't know where the plant's going down. Also bear in mind that Warden can't see through sense walls anymore either. So the plant's going down. Amaru's doing a great job of just holding pixel door. Pushes up, gets aggressive. Now we're top white. We've got control of pretty much everything here. Amaru gets that kill onto Mewtwo, who's just absolutely watching what's going on in Freezer, not a clue. And then we'll just play it out. Amaru then dies from Capcan in Freezer, which is a great shot from the Capcan, to be fair. But I'll jump on... who else died then? Gridlock died. Was on the skylight, so we sort of knew that. But then... So we're in a 3v4 here. However, we're in such a strong position. Yes, we don't have much utility left, but we've got two people on rappel just watching that plant, and then me in the corner here. If I jump on me, you can see the angle I'm holding. I'm just waiting to someone come through white stairs, someone come through the rotate, or someone come through the double door. Just stay tucked in here. I heard someone white stairs. That's the Vigil dead. Like, where are you going, mate? I think that... I've watched this back a few times before I recorded this. I think that they think we planted under the skylight. Because the way he runs through there then, as if he's running to the skylight. So because I've got that kill from that location, he's now going to say, tight right to the door on Cocktail. So I move... I feel like I should have died here. Oh no, Valk's gone the other way. I thought Valk was through bathroom there. Okay, I shouldn't have died. I've now moved position and gone top white stairs instead. I didn't want him to say, you know, he was tight right of Cocktail door. So now I'm going to hold here instead. There's a... Who's that in the freezer? Is that Ward? Yeah, Warden's now dead. He was probably going to go and try and run out white stairs window, but Warden's now dead. Got the kill on Capcan somehow, just as I saw Capcan jump out the window. And then only one left. Last one's below. He's looking at... Is he running out? He's just... He's C4'd. He's C4'd. I didn't even know he did that. I've never seen that on the replay before. Sorry, hang on a minute. I don't... Do you mind if I just nip back, like... 10 seconds and just watch what Valk's thinking here. So Valk is up here. Runs down. C4's that barricade. Doesn't even try and run out for a freebie. And that's the round over there. I don't want it to run all the way out because then it'll swap onto the next round. But I heard she was coming at white, so I got ready to go look at white, and obviously I wasn't quite there in time. When you look at that now, how easy is that? Like, honestly, how easy is that? There's 3 of us left alive. Bear in mind, 2 of us on rappel still. Obviously, Sparks is now watching the door here because he's just seeing that C4 go off. But if we just swap to me a second and move back to about here. And we'll just play that through one more time so you can... I need to do that. I still haven't got used to this free cam on a keyboard, you know. You know what's mad is you can sort of see in areas of the map that you shouldn't be able to see into with this free cam. You can see that this part of the building under here obviously has nothing in. You can go into VIP there. But it's cool for exploring the maps because you can sort of see parts of the map you shouldn't really be able to see. Although I bet it's a nightmare for the map design team because now they've got to make sure there's nothing. You know, sometimes you could just make things hidden by like, oh, we need to move this part of the map. Like, oh, just put it under the map for now or whatever. You can't do it anymore. So, Nomad, that window, and that door. Ying opens the door. Ying Candelas through. Sense puts ROU sensors across Cocktail. Amaru goes through white stairs or through Heaven. I personally think Heaven's a better option. And then Gridlock's just on the skylight being annoying as possible. You can see all the tracks that they're throwing down on that door, on this door, into Cocktail. You can hear all the sound go. The Gridlocks are going down. The smokes are going down. The sense curtain's about to go up. There's Candelas going off. It's so hard to actually hear what's going on here. And you can see additional Candelas here. Sense projectors here as well. So even if you were to walk through this door, like, where do you go here? Like, you've walked through. Is it to the right? I don't know. Obviously, there are counters. You could play a pulse below. You could just C4, like, into Cocktail. If you thought someone was in there, you could maybe try, you know, you could stand here. If you thought someone was in Cocktail, you could try and C4 around the corner. there are a few counters to it, and I have to say, the way that the defense was set up was so expectant for us to push piano and come down the hatches like every attack is on this site. And bear in mind, this could work with many different sites as well. You know, any site with a window, you could probably get away with this. CC window on CCTV works on Clubhouse sometimes as well. Plants down. And then once the plant's down, especially when you've got 2 on rappel, it's absolutely plain sailing. No, well, I didn't look at the time, but it was about a minute gone in the round or so. The cap. Let's have a look at the Kapkan kill actually whilst we're here, because it looked like a really nice kill. Yeah, nice kill there. And did he get the kill on the skylight as well? Oh, nice little double kill from Manbro14, to be fair to him. There's not much you can do. Where did the Kapkan end up dying? So he's on. So you can see there, the Warden and the Kapkan. In fact, let's just... Sorry, I'm sort of waffling a little bit now, but we'll go back 10 seconds or 15 seconds. Kapkan gets the kill on the skylight. And he's looking for the diffuser under the skylight. Look at this. Look, he's looking for the diffuser. Wait for a sec. He's looking around here now. He thinks the diffuser was going to be under the skylight then. But I've now moved to White Stairs. He's seen that... Oh, Nomad put the third air jab somewhere here as well, which I assume in on the double door, which is nice. He jumped out. It's just... It's so... Once you've got that plant down, it's like... It's almost impossible to lose, to be honest with you. And the last one is Valkyrie below. Decides to go and C4 that barricade. I actually hopped up here because I thought she was going to come up red. If I jump on me, I was holding that angle onto Cigar through there. Then I heard she was white. And started looking towards white. But there you go. How easy is that? Oh, it's dead easy to do a replay and to... excuse me, to show you once we've done it in game. But if you do that, I'm telling you, 99 times out of 10 that works. Just the 99 times out of 10 reference. Love it. Wow. But if you can do that, don't get me wrong, in a champ lobby, someone might have an inkling of what's going on. But anything sort of emerald and below, maybe even, I mean, I'm playing my hidden elo's champ, and the rest of the people I'm playing with, Jack's champ, Sparks, I'm not sure what rank he is, and the other Jack's been champ in the past as well. Other Jack is Gridlock, who's dead. I'm not sure what Nash's highest rank is either, but what I'm saying is 3 of us are champ in this lobby. So the hidden elo isn't like, this isn't plat, you know, this isn't like, I put it on TikTok and someone said, oh, well, yeah, it definitely wouldn't work if you were in a plat lobby. Like, hang on, this is 3 champion players, not sure of Sparks rank. Nash has definitely been emerald in the past, maybe diamond. I'm telling you, it'll work. Obviously, sometimes it might not. Sometimes, what I would always recommend, by the way, if you're defending this site, always open this hatch. And then if something does kick off, you can, as you hear the Candelas coming in or something, you can always try and drop the hatch and play the C4 below. But bear in mind, with this kind of setup, I don't have to plant in the corner there. I could come and plant on top of this desk. And if we roll it back to when the execute's going down, am I in the window yet? Okay, let's speed it up a little bit. Where's the execute going down? Not quite yet. About now, I think. Yeah, in fact, this is actually a good angle. You can see where the execute's going down. If I was on top, I keep getting F and R is up and down, and I keep getting the wrong one. I could stand on top of that cocktail desk, like here, and I could be planting there. And either way, you wouldn't see me. No matter where you were stood, you still wouldn't see where they were planting. And that might even be an adjustment to the strat, because you would be safer. The only thing is, obviously, if someone was to walk through this first sense curtain, like here, then you would see yourself up there, whereas at the moment I'm still hidden in that corner. So yeah, maybe that's an option to think about planting up there, and then you wouldn't worry about getting C4'd from below. So pressing shift and control loses like the roof and stuff. Nice. It's such a cool feature, the match replay. So there you have it. There's an attack for Kafe, for Cocktail, using Ying, Sense, Gridlock on Moro, and Nomad. Shout out to me on Ying, Sparks on Sense, Jack on Gridlock, Nash on Amaru, and the other Jack, Moby Dick Jack, on Nomad. It worked really well. And we went on to win this game 5-4 with a pretty it was an interesting game, but yeah, we won it 5-4 in the end. This was obviously our first attack. there we have it. That's how to attack on Kafe using the cocktail window. Hopefully you can replicate it in game. Thanks as always for supporting the channel, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.